Well, guess this is the Christmas Day edition of the Long Haul, so Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. I'm more of the secular aspect of the whole holiday. I'm not Christian, so the religious aspects don't really mean anything to me, but I know for a lot of folks out there it does. So, best of the holiday to you, and if you don't celebrate it, thanks for being here. So, been doing a lot of thinking. We got our move finished. We were finished actually moving on Sunday. We got a lot of unpacking to do, and looks like we're probably not going to have a actual dedicated space set up just for this kind of thing. So figure something out. Even if I have to do everything in the car still, that might still be the best option. Health wise, last Saturday I fell a record 11 times. However, I think some of that was we had been going for over 10 hours. I made 7 trips from the old place to the current place. They're in different cities, different counties too. But it was that was a lot of work, and I know I didn't eat properly that day, and I didn't get enough water, so that's on me. Sunday, considering that was the last day of the move, surprised I was not in worse shape than I was. The day after that, I was a wreck. But moving sucks, and I hope I don't have to do it again for a long time. And then yesterday evening, I had the worst ever bout of vertigo I think I've ever had in my life. It knocked me down pretty much for the rest of the night. Hit me around 5 o'clock, and that was it. That was it. I couldn't do it anymore. And I also had an appointment with my therapist this week, and I reached a milestone, which she called radical acceptance of my condition. And it's a very real possibility that I'm as good as I'm going to get. It doesn't mean I'm giving up and not going to try to recover, but like I said, she called it radical acceptance, and a little liberating, actually. Like I said, there's nothing really I can do about it, any of it right now. But I'm also hoping that, with us being in the new living situation that we're in now, I've already felt a lot of the stress just melt off of me. So that helps. But yeah, this might be it. My my new normal. Phrase I don't really like to use, but in this case, it's fitting. So I got to reevaluate some things with this series going forward, because I was looking at this. A lot of this was for my benefit, mostly. Although I know I have friends who will watch these just to keep tabs on me to see how I'm doing. And to all of you, hi guys, miss you all. And now I'm wondering if I really need to keep doing it. I had originally intended to do this for a year. Do it up until next April when I hit the 1 year mark of when I got sick. And now, I'm not sure if it's necessary. So, I'm going to do probably one next week. Just kind of like a year-end wrap-up, I guess you could call it. And after that, I'm not sure. I might do this more looking at just how things have changed in the world during the pandemic. Because, long haul, that's what they call those of us who are having health problems 6, 7, 8 months after infection. But we're all kind of in the long haul with this pandemic situation. And, that's as good a way to segue into this, I think, as I can do. So, there's a lot of things I had actually wanted to talk about, but I would forget as I was going through everything. Like, moving during a pandemic, we couldn't afford to hire a moving service. And friends really couldn't help because of social distancing, but we were still able to get it done. Or there's a convention that we go to every year, Baycon, the longest running sci-fi fantasy convention in the San Francisco Bay Area. And it was supposed to be Memorial Day weekend, then it got pushed back to November. It did not happen in November, needless to say. Then it got pushed back to 2021, and now it's been pushed back to 2022. And it sucks. It really does suck, but it's gotta happen that way. Because we don't know how this is all going to pan out, and if people are actually going to do the smart thing and wear their masks in public, socially distance, take the precautions that we need to take to protect ourselves and other people from getting sick. You know? We as Americans have been so damn selfish about this. You know, I've seen people refer to the shutdown orders and mask mandates and social distancing as akin to slavery. And no, it isn't. Read a damn history book. Oh, talk to people who are descendants of slaves. That is not slavery, folks. It's not slavery. You may not want to do it, and you may be throwing a temper tantrum about it, but it doesn't make it slavery, and it just makes you sound really, really stupid. So, and then I'm in San Benito County now, and I look at the infection numbers here, and we've got a lot of active cases here because people aren't taking it seriously. I've went out to run some errands, and you see people walking around without masks on, and that scares the hell out of me. Later today, we're going to be doing a Zoom call with my in-laws. I was talking to my father-in-law last week, and normally we have like 25 to 30 people at their house. No, this year it's just him, my mother-in-law, and their dog. And that's the safe way to do it. Or next week on New Year's Eve, I would go to a party every year with some friends, and at midnight do the yearly calendar burning, which you get a bunch of calendars. When it gets to a month where something good or bad that had happened to you, when it comes to that, you would tell the story, throw that page of the calendar in the fire, and it was a symbolic cleansing. Well, this year that's being done over Zoom because it's not safe for everybody to get together. And it sucks. And I hate it, but it's what you got to do. I've seen memes saying, we give up this year, so next year we can all be together. And that's how you have to look at it. And anybody who bitches about having to wear a mask saying, oh, but what about my freedoms? I try to keep this clean language-wise, but in this case, fuck them. Okay? Fuck them. People are dying. And those who do survive, and I'll get to another complaint about this in a second, and those who do survive, I'm a prime example, still have problems. I've seen people saying, oh, well, there's like a 99.9% survival rate. Okay, but still, people are dying, and you seem okay with that. And those of us who do survive, a lot of us aren't ever going to be right ever again. And that is not a reason for you to be able to just go out and do whatever the hell you want. I'm going to put on my nerd hat here and quote one of the greatest Star Trek movies ever, Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. In this case, the anti-maskers and those who just want to go business as usual are the few or the one, and the many are the rest of us. You're not more important than we are. And a lot of us are making those sacrifices so that we can all be together next year. I have people who I love dearly who I haven't seen since last year, and I'm not going to see them for a while. And that hurts. But you have to do it. Anyway, this became a rant, and who knows, maybe going forward. Like I said, I'm reevaluating how I'm going to do this, since I did come to basically accept that this is probably as good as I'm going to get. And I need to just accept that. I need to deal with it and go from there. I think I made a pretty good first step this week. So, anyway, best of the holidays to you all. Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. For the rest of us, enjoy your day. Please be safe. And I will talk to you next week.